Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. Good morning to my subscribers in the Philippines. Good evening to my subscribers in America and beyond. And I always like to give a special welcome to my subscribers and my new viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I really appreciate that, and I can never take it for granted. You know, I'm not a know-it-all, and if I ever come off like that, I want to apologize. But my 11 years of being affiliated with the Philippines does offer me a unique perspective. And I'd like to share that with you. You know, if it's going to make your trip here more enjoyable and above all things, safer. You know, I'm boots on the ground here. I'm right in the center of all this. It's for your benefit. I'm not around the edges like a lot of these other vloggers you see on YouTube talking about the Philippines. They live in these fancy towers in Makati and Cebu. I live among the locals. And I'm only going to give you the nitty-gritty. That's just exactly what I'm seeing, what I'm living, and what I'm experiencing. I'm never going to sugarcoat that. It's not going to start today. I just want to do some basic things that you don't, talk about some basic things you don't want to do over here in the Philippines. Or you may want to think twice about doing it. Okay, but before I do that, I want to address a comment that a young lady gave to me under my Philippines or Bus video. And it's the first time I ever addressed this, you know, on a video. Usually I'll address it in an email or something like that, but I thought it was appropriate. So here it is. I'm going to read it because I don't want to misquote her. Her name is Teresa Mendoza. Shout out to Teresa. If you want to read this comment, it's under my Philippines or Bus video that I made a couple of days ago. She says, "What made you decide to move to my country? Why didn't you just stay in America? You know foreigners can't get a job here, and we don't have government aids like you had in America." And, you know, that's a powerful question, really, because I'm asked that all the time, you know, and it's very important I address it. But, Teresa, the bottom line is this. No matter what Filipinos think about me, they don't hate me. Okay, that's a great place to start. All right, I'm free here. I feel as free as I've ever felt in my entire life. Okay, the violence and the hate in America drove me here. And I was just so glad that I was able to find a place where I'm not followed. I'm not looked at as a suspect. I'm not harassed. I'm not feared. You understand? I feel safe here. You know, Filipinos, they treat me with the respect that I think I deserve. I feel I deserve. You know, but the bottom line is this. Filipino people treat me and they judge me by the by the content of my character and not the color of my skin. Now I know that sounds cliche, but it's true. And I just wanted to let you know that's why I'm here. That's why I continue to stay here, and I, you know, really have no ambitions of going home to America just to visit my children and my grandchildren, okay? But today I want to talk about some things, you know, 5 big mistakes I see foreigners make over here when they move to the Philippines, you know, among other things, you know. And the first one is this. We open businesses with people, or we finance businesses for people who have no business experience, no business plan, no marketing experience, no managing people experience, nothing. We invest our money strictly because they convince us it's a great idea, okay? And they do that early on see, they know that you're on that honeymoon period. They know you have those stars in your eyes and you'll fall for anything in that 3, 6, 9 month first year here over in the Philippines. So she'll convince you that opening up a sorry store on a street full of sorry stores is a great idea, even though she's never had any experience running a sorry store. Or, you know, the thing that dooms a lot of sorry stores here, and for anybody who doesn't know a sorry store, it's just simply a little small neighborhood convenience store where you can get your knickknacks without having to go to the grocery store. What dooms them here, though, is that no one takes inventory. The best ones do, but the majority of them don't. So you'll go to a sorry store, and what's left is, because bad management, you'll see a few strands of shampoo or conditioner, maybe some coffee, but that's it, okay? Or they'll convince you to open up a piggery. They know nothing about pigs. but they see Maria and her family doing it. And it's just like over in America. You know, when we see somebody open up a janitorial service or a lawn care service, we think, oh, we can do that. That's easy. Wrong. And then when we start the business, we see that it's not as easy as we thought it was. It's not as lucrative. And I tell you, the profit margin over here is very small, guys. It's something you're not used to in America. See, but they're used to over here because every peso counts over here. So that's the biggest mistake I see people do. We waste money because you're going to need that money down the road somewhere. You know, give it some time. Get off that honeymoon period before you agree to do something like that, okay? So that's number one. Number two, in this, we date and marry ugly women over here on purpose. Now, that's not a joke. I'm just telling you the truth. I see it all the time, and I always wondered about that. And Heather, this vlogger, subscriber of mine, the one I told you that's probably the most intelligent subscriber I've got, she brought up something on, I think it was Filipinos Prefer White Men video. She said, you know, a lot of the Filipinos in the West Coast that she knows, Filipinos, they prefer ugly men. They prefer men who are out of shape. It doesn't matter if they're white, black, or whatever it is, because they're easier to control. She said, and then when she finally makes it over to their home country, she don't have a problem with somebody coming by and stealing the man from her. And I was like, wow, what, you know, see, I told you these Filipinos, they're smart, they're intelligent. And I got to thinking, I was like, no wonder why I see these unlikeliest couples over here. I mean, you'll see a guy over here who could probably have any woman he wants over here, but she's unattractive, she's old looking. I'll be like to myself, come on, man, stop playing. You know that's her mother, but it's his girlfriend. And it's for the same reasons Heather brought out. You know, he's insecure, he doesn't want somebody over here stealing his woman away, she's easier to control. And guess what? He gets the Filipino culture, because remember I told you a good woman over here is as good as it gets. So it don't matter what she looks like, see, but that's what we'll do. We'll come over here and we'll date the ugliest women on purpose, because we're afraid somebody's going to steal her, you know, and she's easier to control. So that's the second thing that I see us doing that's crazy over here that we would never do at home, really, you know. And this third one is, and people justify it and they'll give you reasons why they do it and blah, blah, blah. But to me, we would never do this at home, but we do it here. We build houses on land that we don't own. Now, I don't know, you know, like, you know, the house that I plan on building, it's going to be for my kids, you know, because one of my sons, I got 3 kids over here. They're all U.S. citizens. But one of them, he's living in America his whole life. I know he's probably going back. But my little daughter, she's only 4 months, so who knows what's going to happen there. But my son, he's 10 years old. More than likely, he's going to stay here. So, you know, I want to give him something just in case, you know, he needs a place to stay or whatever. But we would never build a house on somebody else's land at home. It just doesn't, it's not good business sense. It doesn't make sense at all. And over here, anything can happen, and it usually does. And I've seen people lose millions of pesos, man. And then when it comes time to sell it, it's always a lot of problems. We overvalue the land over here and the property over here, and that's a big mistake that we make. Another problem that arises is you build a nice house. Remember, those land disputes over here are some of the most dangerous things to get involved in. They kill more locals and foreigners than anything. And some family members sitting back waiting for you to finish that house, and then they come out of the woodwork protesting it. You know, saying, hey, you know, trying to get some money out of it, or making things hard for you. So we do that over here. We would never do that at home. Build houses on land we don't own, guys. We do that. Fourth thing I see happens over here, and this is a big mistake too. We depend too much on the woman over here, guys. Now I know I made a video being treated like a king over here takes some getting used to, and the lady does everything. But look, sometimes we got to do some things for ourselves, especially you're halfway around the planet. You know, you got to get out here and explore. get to know a few people. Keep your circle small though. You don't want to know too many people. Know where the market is. Find you somebody in there that you deal with on a consistent basis, so you don't pay the Philippine tax. Learn how to get around town. Don't paint yourself in a corner, man, by letting her do everything. Remember I told you the Filipinos have a control problem, and they're control freaks, and they'll take those keys, man, and they will drive, and eventually they will drive over you. Okay, so don't depend too much on her. I mean, give her freedom, and give her, it's her country, remember, it's her language that you don't understand. So she's already got a lot of power over here. But stop depending on her so much. Get out, know your way around town, know where the grocery store is, know where you can get a haircut and the laundry and all that stuff is, just in case she's not around, guys. Okay. We depend too much on these women over here. And the last thing I'll talk about today, number 5, is this. A big mistake we do when we get over here. I made it, but I've been over here long enough to find out. We stereotype Filipinos, man. You can't do that. The Philippines is vast and it's diverse. Okay? This United Philippines that we see today, it came about somewhere during the Spanish days, but guess what? And may surprise you, all Filipinos don't observe the same culture. They don't have the same culture, the traditions, not even the same languages. They're different. They're more diverse than we are in America, man, believe it or not. And when you come over here and you're over here for a while, you're going to notice that, man. They look different, they talk different, they eat different, they cook their foods a different way. But when we get over here, we lump them all into the same group. All these islands, I think it's 7,641 of them. Look, before all this United Philippines came about, for obvious reasons, they had their own culture, language, traditions, and they still do today. I met a brother he's in Canada now, but he was living up in Luzon, and he asked me where I lived, and I told him St. Carlos City, Negros Occidental, about 3 hours, west of Cebu. He said, man, we always wanted to go to the Visayas, but we can't speak Visaya. That's what his wife told him. He said, so let's don't go there. Now she's a Filipino that's saying this. They didn't want to come here because she don't understand the language and everything down here. It would be hard on her. Imagine her saying that. Did you ever think that? No, you didn't. So when we come over here, man, have an open mind about the Filipino people, because they're very diverse, man. They're not the same. And it's a mistake that you're going to make, and it's going to cost you. You're going to hurt somebody's feelings. You're going to disrespect somebody, and it can cause you a lot of trouble, guys. So thank you so much for stopping by today. I just wanted to kind of go over those things and to have you kind of take a look at them. Number one, don't come over and open up a business with somebody unless they have a solid business plan, unless they already have experience running a successful business over here. Don't invest your hard-earned money, because you're going to need it somewhere down the line. Guess what, guys? A good woman over here is as good as it gets, no matter what she looks like. If she loves you, she loves you. You don't have to worry about her leaving or somebody taking her from you, or you controlling her. Stop coming over here and marrying and dating these ugly women, man. You don't have to do it. Okay, number 3, you don't have to build a house on land that you don't own. Okay? I know we'll justify it, we'll give reasons for it, it's for our children, but it's a bad idea, really. A lot of guys have lost a lot of money. Okay? They've gotten killed, they've gotten in trouble, because land disputes are some of the most dangerous things to get involved with over here. They will kill their own brothers and sisters, man. I've seen it. I'm telling you the truth, man. So think that one all the way out. And then we overvalue it. In the case we want to move back to the States, we always going to ask twice as much as we're going to get for it over here in the Philippines, man. Okay? Number 4, we depend too much on the woman. Look, get out there. Learn where you live, how to get around town, where the store is, where the market is, where to get your haircut, how to ride a jeepney, okay, the tricycle. Learn a few words of the language, whether it's Tagalog, Ilocano, Chabacano, Bisaya, one of them, wherever you are. But get you at least one Filipino man friend. I had one. He passed away in September. His name was Aldi. best friend you ever want to have, man. I'm telling you, at least have one, okay? And last, man, stop stereotyping all Filipinos. The Philippines, when you get over here, you're going to see how vast and diverse it is. Don't be surprised, man, but they don't observe the same culture, man. They don't have the same culture, the same language, the same traditions. They don't cook their food the same. They don't dress the same. They don't look the same. They're just as diverse over here as we are in America, believe it or not, guys. If you don't do those things, man, it's going to make your stay over here, your visit over here, go a lot smoother. You're going to have less problems and less headaches, okay? Again, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. If you're in America, it's getting late. Before you let your head hit the pillow, please find somebody to help. If you're on one of those late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, and you see somebody on the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a couple of dollars. It's a pandemic going on, guys. I know they got the vaccine, but it's going to take a while for things to get back to normal. People are struggling. We need each other. In the Philippines, it's early. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning. We got the whole rest of the day. Find somebody to help, man. The pandemic has just destroyed the economy over here, and children are literally starving here, man. We need each other. We need to help each other. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free, and I'll see you next time.